Oh, I got the laser right through his eye. But wait, but since he's got glasses, that means it should be reflecting. It shouldn't be going through him. That means the glasses are a trap. You are who you say you are. You are the ultimate imposter, aren't you? Aren't you? You're trying to mock the memory of the great Chihiro. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, hi everybody, Renegade68 here. Last time we met Chihiro's brother, / the imposter pretending to be Chihiro's brother, / the imposter pretending to be Byakuya's other brother, again, even though he already pretended to be himself, and now he's pretending to be the brother, / well, actually, this would have been in the past before he pretended to be Byakuya, but fat, / this actually being Byakuya's brother. Let's go fight a boss or whatever.
As expected of Towa City. They're using the newest security systems out there.
You'd like me to think that, wouldn't you?
This is gonna be tough.
But you can do it, right?
Again, still don't even know his name.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Relying on him, and we do not even know his name.
That's a pretty vague answer.
He seems like a pretty vague guy. But so do you, really. Well, until we learn about Genocider, then the vagueness is a lot more understandable.
Yeah, I guess that's true. My family used to think I was pretty unreliable, too.
Oh, really?
Family, huh?
Are you gonna bring up who your goddamn family is?
You guys, we just started. You don't have to get depressed right away.
Yeah, Toko seems to not give a shit about people's family, but she doesn't even have relatives, does she? Well, actually, if that was the case, that would add to her character. I think it might make sense if she has no family. But, meh.
You're right.
Again, still question marks. We're relying on this guy whose name we do not even know.
Alright, I'll try.
Well, that's all we can ask.
Okay. I leave it to you.
Anyone who asks any more is a jerk. Right, Byakuya?
So, how's it coming?
He just started.
Yeah, well, it might take a little while, but with this, I might be able to do it somehow.
Don't worry, no need to rush. Nothing really dangerous is happening right now.
Oh, fuck you. Don't say that. Why would you ever say that?
Are you done yet? Please hurry!
Hold on! I barely got started!
Yup.
What do we do?
We fight.
Obvious. We gotta deal with them somehow.
3 of them. I have that batteries, right? I'm not low on those? Okay, he's gonna work on that. Genocider, it's genocide time.
We have to protect him too.
No, we don't need to protect anyone. Genocider can just rape everybody's faces off. Is that just on the one guy? Exclamation point! Is he dead? No, he's not dead. Let's get that quickly back up, why don't we? Oh, spin kick! Crotch shot!
Wait, just a bit more.
Okay, wait, is there one that we're missing? Wait, I wanna get this coin. Damn you. Okay, if you don't mind, stop doing that. We don't need another Chihiro dying on us. The first Chihiro death was already bad enough, and the second Chihiro death was even worse. Yeah, this is lasting so much longer now. I'm glad that I've gotten the efficiency up and all that. Done, bitches. Oh, the double laugh.
That was the last one, right?
You didn't do anything. Stop
I'm
panting.
almost done on my end, too. Phew.
Yay, it totally worked! Toko, all we gotta do now is use the elevator to go all the way to the top, right?
You mean the bottom?
That's right.
Before we go any further, I really need to thank you guys.
Is this a trap?
Thanks to you two girls, I'm finally starting to see hope. If the connection works well, I'm sure Future Foundation will come to us immediately. And when that happens, we're saved. We're finally saved. We should even be able to see our families again.
He's gonna be the next Utah. They're making it so obvious they're gonna kill him.
Just a little bit more. Let's keep it up
Are you kidding me? Anytime we meet an important character,
Leave it to me.
We never even learned his fucking name! What the fuck? Oh my god, they made it so obvious and like... We didn't even learn his name! Are we gonna learn after, now that we know, now that he's dead, what his name was? I mean, what the fuck?
I'm sorry. It's just as I thought. I really am unreliable.
Why did it have to be you? Why couldn't it have been fucking Yasuhiro's sister? Of all the characters that we've met that I think are related to previous characters, we don't even know with you yet. I think so, but like my two favorites are the ones that died, and my one that was not my favorite is not dead yet. Because you're not a girl, right? And it's all just fair girls. Oh man, they made that so obvious just as it was happening too.
I didn't mean to make you guys go it alone.
God damn it.
But you guys will be fine. No need to worry. You'll be saved for sure.
Man, in your next life, learn how to be genre savvy. You triggered all your own goddamn death flags. Yuta at least seemed to break that a little bit, but you just walked right into that, and it was last minute too. I was not even predicting you to die. I was not sure, but like Yuta, he was triggering all that flag, seemed to subvert towards the end, but then, yeah. You though, with you, it's like, it didn't seem like you were gonna die, and then till last minute you started spouting that shit, and it's like, oh my god, this feels like that one episode of Tower, like the first episode of Tower Juaga. Makes a big joke out of that, about how when characters make a big speech about waiting for their family back home or whatever, the family waiting for them back home, that's just usually just before they die or whatever. Episode 1 of Tower Juaga is hilarious. But, like, you just started doing a speech almost very similar to what I heard in that episode, and I was like, oh my god, you're totally fucking dead. Yeah, and he fucking died. Unlike with Yuta, where he subverted it and then died, you just died. You didn't have time to subvert. We didn't even learn his fucking name. At least, not yet. Maybe we'll learn it just as he's about to die. Or maybe we'll learn it afterwards. We're gonna find his card and that's what'll tell us his name. Wouldn't that be sad?
I'm glad I could at least be a little help to you guys.
This bugs me. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I want to see a girl die. How about that? Because it's all just spare girls. Some girls should actually die. I don't know. That's just bugging me a little bit right now.
I have a child, you know. You guys are all around the same age.
You have a what? I'm sorry, what? Are you telling me you're Chihiro's father? No. No. You look like Chihiro's older brother. You don't look like you're old enough to be Chihiro's father. But I think that's what they're implying. And they did say Chihiro's father was a programmer, but then Chihiro ended up essentially surpassing her father, his father. Oh no! So why is it the one that's related to somebody who's still alive gets to keep living, but the one that's related to someone who died, one of the most tragic ones, honestly, and also one of the most important characters who died, Chihiro, dies. You know, you could have lived, but no. I really hope somebody related to one of the dead people actually gets to live, and not just, I don't know, that's what really bugs me with Yasuhiro's sister versus, let's say, Chihiro's father. I guess that's who this is, but
we got separated, and all this time, I couldn't do anything. I wasn't able to see. Just one last time. That's my only regret.
That was, a silly way of drooping your head just there. And still, we don't learn your name. We're not even learn it till we get the hit list card, are we?
There's no point in staying here anymore.
Yeah. Is this a handbook?
Oh, is this when we learn who he was?
There's a picture inside. Huh. So this is his child, huh? What a cute girl.
But it's actually a boy. It's a trap. Yeah.
Separated from his family. Same as me.
Okay, he looks way older in that picture than he does in real life. But, yeah. Oh, man. Not only Chihiro dies, now Chihiro's father has to die. What the fuck, game? Why would you do that? That's just cruel.
He was probably worried about his family. Worried until the very end.
He never even got to find out about Alter Ego and how badass it is. I mean, obviously it would have been a shame to find out that his son is dead, but he at least could have known that his son has kind of a legacy. But no. We didn't even learn who he was until after his death. I don't know, at a certain point you gotta draw the line between this is uncomfortable but it works, and this is uncomfortable but it pisses me off. And I'm not sure where I stand on this line right now.
I hope his child is doing well at least.
He's dead. Oh, yeah, you know.
Hey, Omaru.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to die separated from my family. I need to see them again.
I'm gonna say this right now. I really, really hope, and this is a morbid thing to say, I hope to God her parents are dead. Because her brother obviously isn't gonna be dead. And her attitude is bugging me a bit. It's hard to explain, but I really hope her and Makoto's parents are dead. I know that's weird to say, and it's hard to explain why I want that, but I want that. Maybe later when my thoughts are less jumbled, I'll be able to give a clear explanation as to why I hope to God her parents are dead, and if the parents are still alive, it's going to kind of piss me off.
So I'm not just going to sit here. This man sacrificed himself for us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, Toko. As long as Future Foundation comes, we and everyone else are going to be saved.
Pick up his corpse. I'm sorry that I thought you were an imposter. I'm sorry. Uh-huh. So, yeah. Is he in our profiles now? If every random character they kill off gets added to our profiles, though, they can't have 5. There's not enough room. Yeah, there's only 2 more slots, unless they're bullshitting us. We're not even supposed to know his name. How do we know his name? They never told us his name. I guess it was in the handbook. Taichi Fujisaki. Likes his laptop, his child. Dislikes snakes and frogs. Man who Komaru and Toko met at Toa Tower. Was killed by a beast Monokuma after activating the elevator. His only regret is not being able to see his child one last time. That makes me feel uncomfortable. Let's just keep going. With Yuta there was build-up, and I was sad, but it worked. It worked so well. That one, though, they just dropped a bridge on him so heartlessly, and he was Chihiro's father, fucking Chihiro, so it bugs me how they did that to him. The lack of respect kind of annoys me. I don't know. I get that people's deaths don't have to have respect. Sometimes that shit's gonna happen, but I hope somebody related to somebody who's dead ends up living. And not just Yasuhiro's sister. I explained how it worked. It made it was understandable that if they're going to have anybody as a sacrifice person, it will be, let's say, Asahina's brother. It works because Asahina's still alive. Somebody related to somebody still alive, because it's a bit cruel to kill off someone like that who's related to someone who's already dead. You can make the argument that Chihiro's kind of sort of still alive in a way, but Yasuhiro is definitely still alive, and his sister seems to be living. At least so far, we're going to assume that she keeps on living. But, so, it's bugging me. I guess that's the main reason? I'm not sure.
Hey, Amaru, got a second?
Are you actually going to say fucking brother thing? The Makoto exists?
What?
Ellipses.
About Future Foundation.
What about them? What about them?
What?
Were you gonna mention her brother or something else?
Looks like the elevator stopped.
Okay. Did they, like, abandon you or something? That's a thought that popped in my mind. Like, they had no more use for you. Like, you screwed them over and they abandoned... I don't know. Or maybe it was just Makoto. I'm not sure.
Why? Why here?
'Cause boss fight?
Let's just force open the door.
Oh, look at that. 1 floor, 2 floor, 3 floor. No, the rest of the floors matter. Only 26th floor. Okay, sure. That's a lot of floors. Sounds appropriate, but that's a lot of floors.
Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna do it. You're gonna make me do it? Oh, I see. No safe spot, though. So, well, let's hope for some batteries. No. Doubt that helps much. Don't need that. Damn. Well, I have some batteries going into this at least, assuming it's a boss fight. There's 2 of them, though. Does it matter which one I open? I'm gonna go right. The lack of music. On the one hand, you could say ambience. On the other hand, though, my computer's making humming noise, so it's kind of distracting. I like to have the music to overpower my distracting. Oh, yep, I was right, boss. Jotaro time.
Hey, why'd you guys run here?
I was still preparing.
Did you think you could escape if you went somewhere real high up?
Well, no. I mean, that's kind of stupid logic. That's Jotaro logic, no offense. We thought we could contact somebody, though.
But no matter where you run, it's pointless.
Also, I totally missed a shiny person. Yep, never got Nagisa. Damn it. How can I miss his big-ass butt?
The more you run from me, the closer you get.
Big-ass butt. It's, I might as well just say butt. So big is synonymous for butt? It could be. What? The further you get from something... No, the closer you get to something... That's what that line makes me think of.
'Cause the world is round, right?
I got it! That's funny.
I knew it. You were waiting for us.
Well, yeah. I could have told you that.
So, how did it feel to have someone waiting for you?
Oh, because you never had anyone waiting for you? So you're about to go into your backstory? Nobody ever waited for you? Are you an orphan, or no? I don't think that would make sense, because then you'd not have much of a reason to hate your parents.
Were you even more grossed out? Or maybe, do you hate me even more now?
I could never hate you, Jotaro, unless that's what you want, in which case I hate you so much. Jotaro really is my favorite. It'll be a shame if he dies.
Like I said, I already hate you enough.
Oh, so you're saying there is a limit to your hatred. That's a bit surprising. Well, I guess you could say you don't want to hate too much because it could consume you, potentially.
No, that's a lie.
You gotta hate me more. Oh, man.
When adults look at things they truly hate, their eyes are not weak like that.
You hear that, Toko? Your eyes are weak. Maybe it's your glasses. Maybe you should get contacts. I wonder what you'd look like with contacts.
I know it. I've seen those eyes since the day I was born.
So your parents hate you? Why? What's the reason? Maybe your father hates you because your mother died in giving birth or something? I don't know. Random thought.
Don't tell me. The reason you hide your face is because of some trauma or something.
Well, yeah. I could have told you that. Stop trying to be John or Savvy Toko. That's my job.
Well, not that it matters. I'm just curious.
Curious? Since when do you give a shit? I thought you said it doesn't matter what little kids, the crazy kids think. We shouldn't bother thinking about it. And now you're suddenly thinking about it?
About how horrible your face looks.
Yeah, y'all. Finally you can find someone to, you know, repel that your own stigma onto? Because you're the one self-conscious about your face.
No, you can't see anything but that.
Are we actually gonna get to see his face? I honestly thought we wouldn't. I kinda like it better if we don't see his face.
If you see my face, your eyeballs are gonna rot off.
Well, that'd be an easy way to beat me at least, but then maybe the other kids would rot their eyes out too, and that'd be bad.
There you go, making no sense again.
You said a line pretty much exactly the same in the first Danganronpa. Where do you have room to talk? Really? And it's not even like you're acting... No, fuck you, Toko. Maybe your memory is bad, but in the first Danganronpa, you said something pretty much the exact same as what he just said. You think I'm so ugly that your eyes will melt if you look at my face for too long. She said something like that.
No! You're wrong! It's the truth! They're really gonna burn right off! If they don't, then why did she force me to wear this mask?
Your mother, you mean?
Why was I forced to wear this stuffy mask every single day? I'm just that horrible. I'm just so ugly and hated more than anyone else on Earth.
And if that's not true, then you're gonna... what?
I bet my head just got really twisted because the doctor pulled too hard when I was born.
Yep, it's all the doctor's fault. Blame somebody else for your problems. Then again, you're a kid, so it's understandable. I won't blame you, Jotaro. I'll blame the doctor. Yeah, fuck that doctor. What, did he use the hammer to get you out? That would have caused some problems.
And then my skin pores got all crushed and my hair got ripped and my face got pulled.
Ouch.
And my ears are just barely sticking to my face like meatloaf thrown up onto a wall.
Double ouch.
And my lips are inside out and my gums are dry and rotten and brown.
Your lips don't look that weird. I guess I'm not getting the best look at them right now, but they look okay.
And my nose is just a shriveled little lump of meat.
Well, I think everyone's nose is kind of just a shriveled little lump of meat.
It must be horrible. That's why she was ashamed to show me to people.
Huh, so your problem stems from your mother, not your father. What about your father, though?
You don't look like other kids. That must be what she was talking about.
I wonder what she was talking about. You don't look like other kids. That makes me wonder.
If you see such an awful face, your eyeballs are gonna get crushed and you'll faint.
Now I'm very curious what she meant by that. Because I feel like from what he's saying, that he doesn't get the full story. I mean, as much as I love him, he's pretty dumb. I'm thinking that it's something that other than just hatred of the face is why she wanted it covered up. So I'm very curious what the reason actually was. Assuming I'm right about this, I'm not looking too deeply into it.
So that's why I'm not wrong! I'm totally right!
In other words, you're trying to make an excuse for why you don't hate your mother? That is what you're doing, in case you don't realize.
Jeez, I just mentioned the subject and you totally went off the handle there.
To be fair, I kind of go off the handle too. Hey, birds of a feather.
Meaning you basically just want revenge against the adults who made you suffer, right?
Specifically against the one adult, and it seems like he's making excuses for why she's not the problem. Because if she was the problem, he shouldn't think his face is bad. He should just hate her instead of himself.
Huh? Oh, I see. You're just mistaken.
Yeah, if you could correct me, that'd be great.
It's not something cheap and silly like that. We just want to change the world, that's all. We don't really have to understand. Demons aren't needed in our world anyway.
What did you just say? Sorry, I missed that. It's not something cheap and silly like that. We just want to change the world, that's all. Oh, so you're saying it's not some personal hatred? Well, you're just in denial, but that's pretty understandable.
It's fine. Fine. We're gonna make a kids-only paradise! Huh? Why are you all booing?
You know why they're booing. Because all the kids are fans of you. They like you, and so they're booing because they know that you like it when people hate you. You're a narcissist or a masochist, or which one was it? Yeah, and they know that, so they're supporting you in their own way.
Unforgivable. No matter what kind of reason you have, whether you're an adult or a child, you killed people. So many people. Like it was nothing.
No, it's not nothing. It's art. Haven't you been listening? It's art. And you know what they say. True art is suffering. You gotta go to a lot of pains to make good art. I mean, quality art's hard to come by.
And I'll never forgive that. Ever.
That's going a bit too far. Like, I feel like you're going to what I was talking about, how you don't want hate to consume you. I feel like your hate is consuming you. This is how you turn into a despair student, just by the way. This is how it happens.
That's it! Those are the eyes I was talking about! The eyes that just scream hatred!
Oh, I'm happy for you, Jotaro! Yay! Also, come on, are you being stupid? If you understand it all yet, you'd be, pretending to like him so that, it actually gets on his nerves.
Big sis! Looks like you're finally disgusted by me for real!
For really real!
But I don't know about what you said. Comparing likes and dislikes and good and evil.
Yeah, it's not that simple. It's a world of gray, right? Yeah. Or even brown in your case.
I mean, we're trying to bring peace to the world, you know?
You can't really argue with him. If all the adults die, the adults that don't want this world that they're trying to fight for, then the only ones left will be the ones that want the world they're trying to fight for, and therefore there will be peace. A fucked up peace. But I mean, that's how it always works, right? Anytime someone, a dictator or an evil person, decides to go and wipe out a certain amount, and there are people supporting him, of course if they wipe out everybody else and then only his supporters are left, then yeah, there'll be a fucked up kind of peace. That's how peace works.
That's why there's nothing wrong with us. No matter how much you hate us, we aren't wrong!
I'd say that's a child's logic, but it'd probably be a bit redundant of me to point that out.
What are you?
He's a child.
You kill people and laugh about it and say that you aren't the ones in the wrong?
Yeah, they're pretty fucking fucked up if you haven't noticed. If the world wasn't so shitty, I'd really want to send these kids to therapy.
Unforgivable!
I'm more curious about their parents who fucked them up. That's the ones who'd be pissing me off more, but I don't know, that's just how my mind works. But then, you know, it goes on a train of like, okay, maybe their parents were fucked up because of their parents or something, and, you know, it never ends.
Huh? Why? Why are you all cheering for the enemy?
It's because they know you so well, Jotaro. They know what you get off on.
Oh, I guess message that I'm even hated by the kids, too.
Jojo, you are a funky beast.
See? They hate me. They really hate me.
But do you realize that they don't really hate you and they're only acting this way because they know that you like it when people hate you? It's like this thing where you're going to go down a rabbit hole. It's like, no, they don't really hate me, but they're pretending to hate me because they actually like me, but that means they don't hate me. But maybe, I don't know.
I'm so happy.
Yep. That means you're not smart enough to know that they don't really hate you and they're doing that because they know you like it when people hate you.
If I'm hated this much, then there's no point in faking friendships and trying to be liked.
Oh man, it's fucked up, but I kind of relate to that. Just a little bit. Yeah. I can relate to that, yeah. Yep.
I'm free to do anything I want.
I can definitely, yeah, it's one of those things where I can see these kids' logic. I could see a very fucked up alternate version of myself ending up like Jotaro. Or even Masaru. Alright, round 2. So, we can't see your face, but can we see your hands? Oh, jeez. What do we got? He's blue. Priest, robot, doctor, Onger de Papa.
Before your bodies become pretty objects, let me tell you one more time. No matter how much we're hated, no matter how much we're shunned, we're definitely not wrong. That's the real truth. Because Big Sis Junko said so.
Junko?
Big Sis Junko?
What?
Big Sis Junko, the only one who loved me, the only one different than other people. Big Sis Junko, the one who gave us our sparkly hope. Those adults who took her away from us and said that she was the bad one. They're the filthy ones. They're the ugly ones. The disgusting ones!
Okay. My feelings on that are mixed. I'm actually gonna have to pause this for a moment because I have a lot to say about what he just said.
I win the demon hunting? I think Monica would be pretty disappointed.
That's funny. No, really. Unknown. I have a couple things to say about that. That I don't, like, as I said, they're not Despair. Are they Despair? They're clearly the Warriors of Hope. They're their own faction, right? But Big Sis Junko. So, I have a couple thoughts about that. First of all, that's the direction I thought and hoped they were going in Danganronpa 2. That whoever the big bad would be somebody who essentially looked up to Junko, or maybe worked above Junko, because at the time I wasn't fully sure that Junko was supposed to be the leader. I just thought she was another member. That didn't come across to me in the first Danganronpa. But, anyways, I thought it would be another member of Despair who just either looked up to Junko or worked above Junko. And if it was somebody who looked up to Junko, I would have liked that more than it just actually being Junko in the end. So this is something I kind of wanted back then. The problem is, though, again, they're the Warriors of Hope. They're not supposed to be Despair students. I mean, clearly there's some comparison. But they're because of Junko as well? So does that mean they're not the same organization, but they were both started because of Junko? And this just, I don't know, it hurts my thoughts of Junko a bit if they are two separate organizations and when they were both started because of Junko. Because she's already Evil Mary Sue to the max, and now you're making her even more Evil Mary Sue-ish. Like, I was thinking, okay, we have some villains that are separated from the Junko. But no, the Junko is still a thing. Now, this doesn't mean she's going to show up, but, I don't know. You see, if a character like, if Jotaro or somebody was, you know, pulling the shots or running around Danganronpa 2, I would have loved it. But, now that they're saying, oh, you're Junko, but you're Hope, but you're not Despair, you're clearly not, but you are, but... I don't know, my feelings are conflicted. Conflicted! Maybe this is just carryover from being conflicted about Chihiro's father's death, but lots of confliction going on. Maybe it's fitting, because Jotaro is a complicated character. I don't know. Let's just fucking kill this guy. Day-old Coco and have Monica look at me?
I can't see the weak point on this one. For now, we should just hold out.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Also, yes, batteries. Oh, shit. Well, it didn't hurt me, so I'm okay with it. Oh, jeez. Is it possible for me to shoot?
Is there some way we can repel it?
Like...
Right. I totally forgot.
This?
Back. Amaru, the top of the head.
Oh, that worked.
That's the weak
Shit,
spot.
Okay, I see. I understand what I have to do now. Okay, cool. No, detect is not gonna help.
Killing spree bomb punishment!
That's a cool move name. Where are the bombs? You said that you were gonna drop some bombs. I don't see any goddamn bombs.
Serial killer bomb punishment!
Serial killer? Who, you? But yeah, isn't Nagito?
Got sterilized!
Dirty demons? So you mean Toko. Okay, I won't disagree with that. But yeah,
Stalker bomb punishment!
I thought Nagito's a part of Despair, so if he's a part of Despair, I'm gonna turn this down, sorry, this is a bit loud for me. Anyways, if I thought Nagito was a part of Despair, but if Nagito's a part of Despair, then why are they using him as a slave? I don't know. I guess it's because he thinks he... I guess it's because he thinks he's not worthy, similar to Jotaro, but... Again, unless they're two different organizations that were just both started by Junko. And that would really bug me. I mean, I guess that explains why these kids started getting so fucked up, but... Ow. Yeah, just run through it.
Gun? How did you get that? That doesn't seem very nice. A demon using a gun like that.
Yeah, I'm a cheddar. I'm cheddar cheese.
Ultimate attack! Mass murder bomb punishment!
So what happens when I run out of these ammo? Because there's not many of these.
That's it! Hate me! There's no way the Warriors of Hope will lose to a demon!
No, I'm sure there's a way. Can I use Genocider for this part? Indeed I can! Alright, switch back now.
Hate me more! Abuse me with your dirty words!
Oh, that helps. That also helps.
Hate me more! Abuse me with your dirty words! Ultimate attack! Mass murder bomb punishment!
Okay. Hey, you know, these balls could be like Junko's big booby balls.
Hate me more! Abuse me with your dirty words!
I'm conflicted. Don't want to interrupt. Sorry about that, Toko! Oh, if you're looking for Junko, you can at least get an emulated voice from Toko, because the voices pretty much are very fucking similar. They're too similar, let's be honest. I don't want to die. Oh, jeez. There's a heart. I mean, Toko can die, but I don't have to die, right? On the one hand, I don't want to overwrite what, Oh, he's electrical. That's good, right? Well, thank you! What a good compliment! Yeah, I don't want to... God damn it. I don't want to... No, I gotta turn it down even more. Because Jojo just keeps talking, and I'm used to what he's saying at this point. I don't want to, like, talk over him, because I like what he's saying, but at the same time, when he says it over and over, you gotta stop. It's a certain point. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so I'm gonna just talk over you at this point, Jotaro, because you're saying the same shit over and over. I wish you'd only say, like, the same thing maybe a little bit, but not that much. Alright. Oh, Jesus. You know what? Save me, Genocider. Can I... do this? No, it doesn't work. Oh, it's not full, that's why. I was like, can I do the X button? No. Oh, did I win? Wait, is that it? That felt so much easier than Masaru's. Was it just because I had Genocider for that one that made it quicker? Yeah, I had a much easier time with that one. No, Jojo! Okay, what are they doing? Oh no, they're pulling off his mask! His horrible face, no! It's beautiful! What the fuck? Wait, are you a girl? Wait. What? No! What are you? No! No, Jojo, no! He was actually beautiful! He was actually beautiful! He was my favorite! Oh my god!
Again. What in the world is this?
I don't know if the one doing this is... I kind of hope it's Monica because... no, you see... I don't know. I put Nagito in leather pants occasionally. In case you don't know what I'm talking about. Draco in leather pants is... it means when you're giving the bad guy a benefit of the doubt when he's clearly a bad guy. The funny thing about Nagito is he's sometimes Draco in leather pants and other times Ron the Death Eater, depending on who you ask. What that means is, if like people treat him good because of, you know, he's cool even though he's clearly a bad guy, then they're putting him in leather pants. But if they treat him like a Death Eater when he's you know, he does have some bad tendencies, but he's not a terrible person, then that's Ron the Death Eater. And Nagito, it has both of those signs. But anyways, I don't want that to be Nagito setting up the kids' deaths because I like the kids. And I feel it'd be more fitting for story purposes if it's Monica doing it, and then Nagisa finds out and gets a fridge dropped on him, basically. Kind of what happened to Chihiro's father. But, not a fridge, sorry, a bridge. I got the words mixed up. A fridge, yes. It's gonna be called Danganronpa, the Abridged series. But, yeah. I like Jotaro, and he actually has a pretty face. Aww. And they just killed him? Again, they don't show it, though, so I hope he's not dead. Aw, Jotaro.
Serves him right.
That's wrong. Makoto wouldn't think like that. Even the most fucked up of them all, Junko. Makoto still felt a bit sad when she died. Well, at least you're turning into a different character than Makoto, but sort of a kind that I don't like. Maybe that's the point, though. They're bringing her to the edge of despair, and then they're gonna bring her back maybe towards the end of the game, or hell, maybe Makoto will help bring her back. But right now, I don't know. I feel really sorry for these kids. I don't know. I like them, but meh.
What did you say?
Yeah. Okay. Even Toko is. All right. Okay. We're acknowledging that she's going a bit too far. So Toko is being the player's perspective in this case, which is weird. You'd think it'd be Kamar being the player's perspective because manga's great.
Let's go, Toko.
Killing one kid isn't going to solve the problem. If you kill all of them, maybe it'll solve the problem, but in a fucked up way. So, not liking how she's acting, but the game is making it clear that that's the idea, so I'm okay with it. If they didn't make that clear, then I'd be like, fuck you! You see, unlike when Byakuya is a dick, and they don't make it clear that you're supposed to not like him, in this case they're making it clear that we're supposed to not like the direction she's going in. So that's why I'm okay with the direction they're going in with that. Oh yeah, there's a black X on it. That was Masaru's symbol, I believe. And then when we get to the next one, there's gonna be a black X on. Yeah. Wait, how do I leave? Do I have to go... Oh, do I go up here? Is that how I leave? Wait, I'm sorry. What am I doing? Oh. Oh, okay. I see. Missed that. Any secrets in here? Are they hiding Nagisa's booty somewhere in here? Is this like one of those things where they're hiding it to make you think like you missed it, only to give it to you just last minute? I'm just gonna take a quick look around for Nagisa's booty. I'm sorry, Nagisa. I can't find your booty. I know you have a big ass and everything, but sometimes, you know, it's right under your nose and you can't see it. God, is ass in my nose? Ew. Well, I'm sure it smells nice. I really want to know what the reasoning of his mother or whoever it was. Why did they want to hide his face? He's super good looking. I don't understand. What's the reason? I really want to know more about that. I hope they let us know.
Looks like the observation deck. We're at the top.
I really hope we get some insight into that, because I'm very curious about why his mother, big sister, whoever it was, told Jotaro that he should hide his face. I really want to know the reason behind that. Unless it was Junko who said he should hide his face. No, because he doesn't hate Junko. But Junko is, well, Junko, you could say, Junko's a kid at heart. Not really. Junko started the Despair thing, which has a bunch of adults in it, though. So, that's why I'm getting mixed messages here. Did Junko just unintentionally start a second organization that has nothing to do with their Despair organization? Because that's a bit too Evil Mary Sue-ish. I mean, she's already, you know, Evil Mary Sue to the max, but this would go even further? And hell, she already went even further in Danganronpa 2. This would take her even further. Ugh.
All we gotta do now is use this wireless device that Shirakuma gave us.
Yep.
Toko, what is it?
Did the Future Foundation dump you? I mean, what are you hesitating about?
I've been thinking about this for a while, and contacting Future Foundation is...
Is what? Are you gonna agree with... Wait, were you bullshitting then? He said that he asked you what your plan was since he couldn't think of anything good, and you brought up what it was. But did you only bring that up because you'd have no way of contacting Future Foundation? If you did have a way, you wouldn't have done it? What happened to you where there's a will, there's a way thing? What the... Toko! Toko! You're supposed to, at the moment, be the person I'm sympathizing with because of because of Kamar going too far, but why can't I do that with your... I mean, I can't do that with your...
I know, I should hurry up with it, right?
No, I didn't mean that.
What happened, Toko?
What? Because you can't do anything. I'm setting it up for you. Just wait a minute, will you?
Oh, sorry.
All right, here you go.
Hello? Can you hear me? Someone please respond!
What's the problem, Toko?
Can you hear me? Hey, answer me! Can anyone hear me? I beg you, please answer me!
It's like a Skype call. That's funny.
Looks like it didn't work. Well, that's just too bad.
Why are you so relieved?
We should, probably give up for now.
Hello? Oh, this is Foundation. This is Future Foundation.
It's Makoto!
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Loud and clear. This is Future Foundation. Branch number 14. Makoto Naegi.
Makoto?
Huh? Kamaru?
Alright. Is that why Toko was... Wait, is that why Toko was so... See? Fuck you. Kids, yeah. Report card. Retries 3. Monokuma clear results. 2 out of 6? Was I that bad? Wait, is that why Toko didn't want to contact Future Foundation? just because of Makoto and she feels guilty that she hasn't brought up Makoto to Kamaru yet? Well, then why hasn't she brought up Makoto to Kamaru yet? That's what I don't get. Wait, so is that the entire reason she felt... That doesn't make sense! Okay, we have Makoto now. Oh, but first this. We can't miss this. Yep. Ow. It hurts so good.
Still so much to learn. Is this really how much you care about me?
Wait, is this Toko's headcanon, like, every time she clears a chapter, she has a headcanon about, oh, Master would think this much of me, and she's self-grading herself, or something? I thought Nagito was the one grading us. Are you saying it's Byakuya grading us, but it's only based on Toko's headcanon? I mean, I'm unsure.
Come at me like you're trying to rip me open. That's the only way to earn Byakuya Togami.
That's gross. Why blue? 100? That sucks. What would I get if I got an A? Oh. Well, we did it. To be continued. Okay. Yes. Mask was a thing on its... Okay. Let's save... Where are we gonna save here? Oh, that's perfect. Right here. Yeah. Okay, we're on chapter 3 now. Oh, Jotaro. I'm very curious about... But also, Makoto. We have Makoto. So can we get Makoto and Nagito in the same room together and have a conversation, please? We never got that in Danganronpa 2, and I want that so bad. And they could do it, too. They could have them meet for the first time in this game because they never... Nagito didn't show up. Wasn't alive still when Makoto came in during Danganronpa 3, so it wouldn't fuck anything up if they had Makoto and Nagito meet for the first time in this game. Anyways, Cute Girls Battlefield. What? Oh, so what you're saying is this is Utsugi, so I was right about predicting the order of the bosses.
Makoto.
That's right, Ultimate Big Bro.
Kamaru, is that really you?
Oh, we get to talk to him through a green screen.
I knew it. You're Makoto, right? Mr. Makoto Naegi, right?
Indeed. So, what kind of coincidence is that shit? That there's a bunch of branches of the Future Foundation and Makoto's the one to respond. Well, Makoto, I guess, would be the one to respond for help. I understand that. But there are a lot of other people who could have responded, right? But Toko seemed to know. It's like she knew. Or maybe she was antsy about the possibility. Or maybe it's likely. Maybe that's what he does, is he searches out survivors and that's Makoto's main job. Maybe.
Mister?
Mister? Well, he's part of the Future Foundation now, so she's treating him with respect.
You're safe. I'm so relieved. I was worried the whole time.
So when do we get to the part where your parents are dead? Because I kind of want that in my life now.
Same here. I wish I knew you were all right. I mean, I thought you had already died.
And Toko never dashed those thoughts, which pisses me off. And I feel like right now she's being guilty about that, and that's why she didn't want to contact Makoto, but at the same time, why didn't she just tell her? That would have solved things. There was a perfect opportunity to do it, too.
Oh, Makoto! I'm so glad you're alive!
I'm glad too, Komaru. I thought I'd never see you again.
Indeed. Man, it's weird for me still getting used to Makoto's English voice. I know that's weird to say, but I'm used to his Japanese. I mean, I think Bryce is so good as Nagito. I think his role as Makoto, maybe I just have to get used to it. Oh, hey, like brother, like sister. They both feel unfitting in the English version for me. Well, I don't even know what Kamaru's Japanese sounds like. No, sorry, scratch that. Kamaru's original English voice felt fine. I thought it was fine. It's Kamaru's, this game's English voice for Kamaru that bugs me, but yeah.
But I'm relieved to find out you're safe.
Yeah. Hey, what about Dad and Mom? Are they with you?
Please tell me they're dead.
Huh? I see. Then you don't know either. I was hoping that you would.
Oh, he doesn't know either. I hope we find out before the end of the game that they're dead. What if that's like the ultimate tipping point? What if Monica killed them or something? And that's what leads into her big boss battle. Like, yup, I did it, bitches. Come at me. That would just be so perfect, question mark? And that would almost send Kamaru into despair. And then, I don't know. On the one hand, Makoto bringing her back would make sense, but I don't want that to happen because, I don't know, that's Makoto, hope. He's too much hope. The hope is too much for me.
Then, you don't know either?
Come off it, you just learned that your brother is alive. Can you wait 5 more seconds before getting depressed?
It's gonna be alright. Don't worry. I'm sure they're just fine, wherever they are.
I feel kind of bad for Makoto because I'm hoping they're not just fine and it's Kamaru's fault, not Makoto's.
But you have no proof of that. They could be...
There's no proof they're not okay either. So let's just believe in hope for now.
That is Makoto's way, and I like it. He's a little generic, but I don't dislike him. I like Makoto.
Yeah, if you say so.
Yeah, that's it.
It's funny. I never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
What, believe in hope? You're saying he was pessimistic? But it said in the intro of Danganronpa 1 that this was some nice foreshadowing that I guess I'm a little more upbeat than others or whatever.
Really? Well, being positive is like my only good point.
Yup.
But more importantly, where are you right now? What's going on over there?
Toko's with me. You wanna say hi, Toko? Nah.
I'm at a building called Toa Tower. I was told I could use the communication device here. Oh, wait, that reminds me. Why are you answering?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, I called Future Foundation. Why are you the one who responded?
Why are you the slowest main character in existence? Why can't I just play as a main character who is not a fucking idiot / jerk? The reason he responded, as he just said, is he's leader of Branch 14 of Future Foundation. You dirt, pay attention.
You really don't know?
Don't know? About what?
He just said it. Were you not listening? I know it was staticky, but you could make enough of it out, couldn't you?
I'm with Future Foundation, Branch 14. That's my division.
How many divisions are there, by the way? The more there are, the less of an accomplishment that is.
Toko, is this true?
Yep, and Toko knew all along. And why did she not tell you? I really am not sure. Maybe the game will give a good reason for that, but I really can't think of any.
Toko? Wait, what? Toko is there with you?
Mm-hmm.
What? You got a problem with that?
You disappeared! Everyone was so worried about you!
Oh? Didn't her and, wait, I think according to Toko, her and Byakuya got separated because of a big explosion on their helicopter or something like that.
Worried. Like anyone would actually care if an intern went missing. You know I would never stay behind on a mission like this. Especially with Master going.
Yeah, so I guess that's why you didn't want to contact Future Foundation, because you broke the rules? I guess there's some sense to that, but I still would like to know your reason for not telling her about Makoto.
So you tagged along without orders. Well, I figured that was pretty much what happened.
Wait, hold on! You two know each other?
Yes, and she also knows Asahina, which is Yuchi's sister, and she also knows Chihiro, which is Taichi's kid? Was that his name? I forget. We only know it because of his profile. They never said it. And we also know Yasuhiro, the brother of the sister.
That's why Toko knew about me from the beginning?
Yes.
Yeah, she didn't tell you that?
Yeah, she didn't. Gee, why is that, Toko? Mind explaining? Because I don't understand why you didn't, especially when Especially the perfect opportunity just after Yuta died. Komaru was super down on it, worried and sick about her family, like they're probably dead. Toko could have brought up that her brother was alive. I do not understand at all why she didn't.
Oh, sorry. Did I not?
No!
No, you very much didn't.
Yeah, that sounds like Toko.
Why? I don't understand.
Anyway, I'm glad you two are together.
I don't understand. That's all they're just gonna hand wave it? The only reason that she didn't tell, Komaru was that Komaru could have this reaction to Makoto? That's such an excuse. That's such a dumb excuse. It doesn't make sense.
I'm just with her because I have no choice. Your whiny little sister bawls when she's alone.
She's not wrong.
So basically, I'm just a babysitter. I guess this will prepare me for my future with Master.
Gross.
Hey, I wasn't bawling. Don't listen to her, Makoto.
But it's true. You were. So much. So much.
So, where is Byakuya?
He's dead. I wish.
Master is safe. Safe, but captured by the enemy.
I actually kind of do wish he was dead. If only so we could see how Toko would develop after that.
Just as I thought. Future Foundation's intel said as much.
Also because Byakuya is a character that I really don't like at all and I see no interest in. So I wouldn't mind if he was dead. Wouldn't really care.
I just didn't believe it. I mean, Byakuya? Captured?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like he's a normal person and not some ungodly thing that he pretends to be.
He was probably taken by surprise by some fiendish cowards. There's no other way. Ugh, the son of the noble Togami family brought to the position of a mere hostage.
Yes, the son of the noble Togami family that no longer exists as far as I know. Didn't they make a point that the Togami family is pretty much destroyed and like he's the only one left? Yes, I'm the prince of all dead Togamis!
Sounds like the situation is pretty serious.
So serious the world is gonna collapse. The ultimate affluent progeny is in danger.
Oh, shut up. Titles like that don't even matter anymore.
Ultimate?
Yes, ultimate.
Oh yeah, Byakuya, Toko, and I were all classmates at Hope's Peak Academy.
Indeed.
Wait, you didn't know that either?
Yeah, Toko's kind of, an idiot? I can't think of any other word for it. An idiot. Because it's not bitch. I mean, yes, she is a bitch, but not in that regard, I don't think. So I think she's just an idiot. I think.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, thanks, Toko.
Well, now's the time for your brother to explain it.
I really don't understand why Toko didn't explain it. I don't. I don't get it. It feels like an excuse to me.
Here's your chance. Now you can show off your utter lack of presence with your brother complex.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do not have a brother complex.
Toko would probably like to... I could see Toko writing about that. Like, that'd be her dirty... That'd be her, her dessert novel. Like, normally she writes, you know, fine, whatever, but, you know, on the side, she writes some naughty, Makoto Komaru incest stuff. Just, you know, when she's, you know, not in the mood for some proper stuff, she needs to get dirty every now and then. Some really dirty, I mean.
I don't really know where to start. We weren't just regular classmates.
We were super duper high school level classmates, and I still think that's better than Ultimate. Fight me.
We were trapped inside Hope's Peak Academy during the tragedy.
Yup.
We were forced to kill each other. Our classmates.
Mm-hmm. Of course, the main people that fall... The only two people that really were fully malicious were Sayaka and Celeste. Sakura's murder was a suicide, and then Mondo's was spur of the moment, like, emotions. But, yeah. So, in both cases, it was a girl who started it, really. For case 1 and 3. And what about game 2? Case 1 was guys doing guy things. Case 2 was sort of a guy and sort of a girl at the same time. Case 3 was a girl, but that's cheating. Case 4 was a guy, but that's also cheating. And then case 5 was also a suicide. So there's more gender balance, sort of, but it's also more skewed. But that one, there's a little bit more gender balance, but I think it's a little more skewed towards guys. I don't know.
Kill?
A lot of our classmates ended up killing each other, right in front of our eyes.
Indeed.
Even after all this time, the memory, the despair, I can still feel it.
Oh, Makoto. When you're talking about despair, it's almost as fun as when Nagito talks about hope. Almost.
It wasn't just some movie or game?
Oh, it was a game, but it did happen in the game.
It wasn't a movie. It was reality. It actually happened.
Notice that he didn't say it wasn't a game, only that it wasn't a movie.
And it was all broadcast live as part of the tragedy.
Indeed.
The mastermind behind it all wanted to spread despair throughout the world.
Oh god! Oh, look at that. Yasuhiro looking at the screen, which shows Yasuhiro looking at the screen. That's funny.
They wanted to show the whole world. The students of Hope's Peak Academy, the symbols of hope, falling to despair and death.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, no chiming in with a remark this time?
Yeah, now you can think about how shitty you are versus their shitty. So you're less shitty is the shit, and if you're not the shit that's less shit, then you're super shit. If anyone understood what the hell I was just saying, good on you, because I barely understood it.
But wait, you two are still alive, so...
So it ended. Junko was stopped. They killed the big bad of the series in the first game.
Yeah, we were able to defeat the mastermind who planned the killing game and survive.
Granted, when they made the first one, they probably didn't know that it was going to be so successful that they could keep making more and more. But also, it never came across to me like she was the leader in the first game. I watched the anime. Maybe that was a part that was left out of the anime. They mentioned the game, or maybe I just didn't notice it. But to me, it just seemed like she was another member of Despair. Like, maybe a big member, but not the member. So I feel like that's the way they could have continued it, is if there was a member above Junko. But then they just didn't go in that direction, so... It makes it harder to continue afterwards without bringing her back. I mean, they decided to bring her back, which is a stupid idea, and they really shouldn't have, but it makes it harder to continue without bringing her back because, you know, you just kind of have to go below. But it can work, but they didn't make it work, at least not yet. Makes me very curious what they're going to do with the anime, because, I mean, this game, they have the Hope Warriors, and those being a spin-off of Junko is what we're seeming to get now, which I don't really like, but, because it's weird. I would have liked it more if that was the Danganronpa 2 thing, but, makes me really wonder what the anime is going to be like, because are they just, like, because now that they've stopped the remnants of Despair and Junko, what's left to fight? Like, I know Future Foundation was mad at Makoto and stuff, but it's not like they're just going to be fighting Future Foundation. They still have Despair to fight, don't they? I don't know.
Of course, we couldn't save everybody.
Yeah, all the likable characters died. For the most part, in my opinion. I like Kyoko. That's about it. Well, Asahina's okay.
And after that, we left Hope's Peak Academy and went into the outside world.
Oh hey, that's the same image you get in Danganronpa If, but only with all the less characters alive. Do you get that image at the end of Danganronpa the game? Is that the kind of image you get? I don't remember if that's at the end of Danganronpa the game. I'll find out soon. I'm almost at the end of my NCS's Let's Play.
But outside, it was more horrifying than we expected. It was easy to get discouraged.
One of my favorite things to think about when, at the end of the first anime, was to think that they left it open to interpretation. I know there's some fanfics about this, like, what if it was all a fake? What if Junko was bullshitting, and the world didn't go to shit? I thought that they left it ambiguous, and I thought it was on purpose, but, you know, that kind of gets dashed with Danganronpa 2, and this game especially, but, meh. It was nice. It was a nice thought while it lasted.
But by supporting each other, the friends who survived hell together, we moved forward. Soon we came under Future Foundation protection. We chose to lend ourselves to the cause.
Did you really choose? Future Foundation doesn't seem like the nicest guys. I feel like if you said no, they would have held a grudge.
To fight against the remnants of despair. who are still trying to spread despair to the world.
Yes, and the leaders of the remnants of the Danganronpa 2 cast. Which is why I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that. You know, we've seen Nagato and that's it. We got a flash of Izuru, so I feel like he has to show up now that they flashed him, but I really want to see the imposter, but I don't know.
Right, Toko?
Why are you crying?
Toko, are you crying?
Is that why she didn't want to bring it up? Because she has bad memories of it? That's more emotional than I remember Toko being. I don't think Toko ever cried in Danganronpa 1. Did she? I don't think she ever cried. She got all freaked out and stuff, but I don't think she ever cried. Usually if she was freaked out enough to cry, she would pass out and turn into Genocider. So does this mean character development? I suppose. It seemed like she didn't care. Like, you know, it wasn't Byakuya, so why should she care if some lamers died? Like, she didn't know who Leon was. She didn't care about Sayaka. She didn't care about Mondo. She didn't care about Chihiro. She didn't care about Celeste. She didn't care about Ifumi. She didn't like Ifumi. No, she had a love-hate relationship with Ifumi. Yeah, right. She didn't care about Ishimaru. And I don't think she cared much about Sokka. Yeah. Like, maybe if Makoto died, she would have cared a bit. I don't know. Byakuya would have thrown her, but I don't think she ever cared that much.
Of course I am. Remembering the suffering and heartache.
Well, at least this is nice because, you know, so much of the game has been Kamaru being a crybaby and Toko having to comfort her. So now at least we get the reverse, but I think this is the first time we've ever seen Toko cry. I guess that shows some personal growth. I guess.
I see. I didn't know about that at all. I never thought something like that was going on.
Why would you think that? What would drive you to think that? I mean, I guess there's no point in not saying it, but there's no point in saying it.
But you guys are so amazing.
Don't say that. They're okay, that's mean of me to say, but it's not like, how should I put this? It's not like, well, okay, Makoto and Kyoko, I guess. But it's not, you could say they're amazing for figuring out who the killer is, but people like Toko never really played much into it. It was only Makoto and Kyoko and Byakuya who really figured out who the killer was. Yasuhiro never really contributed. Toko didn't contribute. Asahina a little bit. And so you can't really call Toko or Yasuhiro amazing in that case, because they never helped figure out who the killers were, and all they did was just not get targeted. Like, Yasuhiro got targeted to be the culprit once. Celeste tried to make him the culprit, but nobody ever targeted him as the victims. If they were targeted as victims yet somehow survived, which didn't happen, then sure, you could say they're amazing. But that never happened. Nobody ever decided, hey, let's kill this person, because if it did, for all we know, they would have gotten axed. And then we'd have somebody else alive just because they didn't get targeted, so. Yeah.
I gave up immediately, but you guys fought and confronted the problem.
Yes, we as the player already realized this. We don't need you reiterating it.
I guess that's why you've changed.
I suppose.
No, not really. I was always being saved by everyone else.
No, you pulled your weight quite a bit. You're a lot smarter than you give yourself credit for. You did more than Byakuya. And, I mean, Kyoko said I probably brought up more important points than you did, but, nah.
You saying that? Your brother got so hyped up from being declared the ultimate hope?
What, did he actually get declared that by the Future Foundation? Did they give him an official title?
He was always dragging everyone along. So eager about everything.
Is this after the school thing or during?
Hey! I wouldn't say I was hyped about it.
No, that sounds about right. You sound pretty hyped.
Oh? But you don't deny the dragging everyone along part, huh?
Jeez, take it easy on me.
Oh, there's that face. That same face that we sometimes get from Kamaru.
Makoto, you've definitely changed.
You too, Kamaru? What do you mean? I haven't changed a bit.
No, you have, even if you haven't realized it, which is good. It means you actually developed through the course of the game. Unlike some people, cough, yes, here. Cough, Byakuya. Cough, Toko. Well, I mean, Toko's developed a bit in this game, but...
No, really. You really changed. Might be weird for your little sister to say this, but you seem more mature now.
And you don't, Kamaru. No, actually, you do. Your boobs got bigger.
Just from this conversation, I can tell you're more reliable than you used to be.
And you're less reliable? I mean, what are you getting at?
Well, I don't really think so, though.
Man, always the self-critic, Makoto. Don't hate on yourself so much.
But me? I haven't changed at all. Not since my imprisonment.
Well, you did keep up hope. But it's only once, you know, it stopped being the easy life, as it were, that you kind of fell into despair. In other words, if you were forced to live in Hope's Peak Academy, if you were forced to be part of the killing game, you definitely wouldn't have killed anyone, since you got used to living in your own apartment for so long, and they only would have had to get used to living in an entire building versus you in just one apartment.
Listen, about that, there's something I need to apologize for.
That is?
Huh? Apologize?
The reason you were in prison there, it's because of us.
Question mark?
If we weren't chosen by the mastermind, you wouldn't have ended up like this.
Are you sure? Do you have proof? Because, as far as I know, that is not true.
Huh? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You aren't the only prisoner in Towa. With you is everyone who is relevant to our classmates.
Oh, that does make sense. Okay. That does make sense. In which case, I really hope that somebody, a relative of someone who was dead from the first game, lives. As opposed to just Yasuhiro's sister. I don't know. It's important to me. I really want a relative of one of the dead people to live through this game and to be an important character. And not to get a bridge dropped on them.
In order to make us commit murder?
So, Celeste, Hifumi, Sakura, Toko, and Byakuya are the ones we still haven't seen any relatives of. Or anyone related to. And also Kyoko. I'm just not sure if she has any people that are related to her. I think they made a point of being like, I mean, she had her father and that was about it, but there might, anyways. Okay, so that, it definitely makes a lot more sense why it's Danganronpa 1 people now. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. I thought this was just kind of like being a fan servicey game just for fan service. There's actually a reason for it. Still though, the Remnants of Despair, there'd be reason to show them off, even if not their relatives.
The mastermind abducted people relevant to us, and tried to use them as a motive.
She could have been bullshitting though. She didn't actually have to do that. But, meh.
We managed to stop it before it got that far. But the theme was killing among loved ones.
Well, yeah. Wait. What? Oh, wait, is this, are you saying this is a motive that Junko was gonna do that she didn't get to? Is that what you're saying? You're saying she would have forced the loved ones to kill each other if we didn't kill each other? No, I don't think she would have went that far. Because... would she have? No, she wouldn't have, I don't think. Because that goes against how she was, at least in the first game. The second game, she goes too far. I might have seen her doing that in the second game. Because in the second game, you know, shit like... the Disparities was bullshit. But, starving everyone was super bullshit. That's the kind of thing she definitely wouldn't have done in the first game. Because the whole point in the first game is put them in a position where they may want to do it, but don't, like, force them into do it. Make them do it because they kind of sort of want to, not because they feel they have to. And that's the sort of thing the starvation led to. Gundam, yeah, he's more sympathetic than most killers because, I mean, if he didn't do it, they're gonna all fucking starve to death. So, somebody didn't kill. And then, Nikon with the Despair Siege was bullshit because everyone was equally despair, but that's a different kind of bullshit. But yeah, this seems like a similar kind of bullshit to the starving thing, like, oh, if you don't kill, then your loved ones will kill each other. That seems similar to the starving level of bullshit. That feels like more like you have to and less like you want to, so I don't like that idea if that was a motive Junko was going to go to, but meh.
The mastermind was going to force us to watch you kill each other. To make us really lose all hope.
Really? I don't know. This feels like arc welding, and I don't like it because, as I said, the idea of Danganronpa 1, all of the motives were Monokuma or Junko was basically saying, okay, here's a reason that would make you probably really want to do it, but not feel like you have to do it, otherwise, you know. And this feels more like you have to do it. I mean, I don't know, it just feels the most extreme. More extreme than any of the motives that he actually ended up giving. Because I felt more like Monokuma's point was making them fall to despair of their own accord and less forcing them into it. Meh.
The video of you, our family, being abducted was used for motive as well.
That wasn't them being abducted. That's not what was in the video. You're gonna misinform them. Yeah, that's not really what the video was about. But anyways.
But that was just the beginning. The mastermind was planning something far more cruel.
How do you know this? Where did this knowledge come from?
In the end, the mastermind was swallowed by the despair, and that motive was left unused.
How do you know this? Where's your proof?
But even after that, I was still imprisoned.
Yeah, I mean, why would they let you out, right? So, was it the remnants of despair imprisoning you, or it wasn't the kids because they just invaded? The Monokuma broke into your room because the kids were invading at that point, so...
Probably the doings of the remnants of despair, trying to succeed the mastermind's will.
Who then? You mean the Triple H factor? Hajime Hinata Hyuga? Izuru? I mean, if Nagito was in on it, then...
Because of them, we were totally in the dark about where the captives were being held.
I suppose.
But a few days ago, Future Foundation received an anonymous tip.
This sounds like Nagito's work.
We were told captives from the Killing Game were being held in a certain apartment in Towa City.
Oh, were we all in that same apartment? Interesting.
So that's why Byakuya and the others were at my apartment.
I see. So I really do wonder if we are going to get a relative of Byakuya or Toko. I feel it'd be weird if we didn't. But I feel kind of weird if we did. More than anything, though, I'm very curious what a relative of Celeste would be like. I mean, a Hifumi relative I can kind of see. Sakura relative, would that be like... Would that be the what's-his-name? Like, she name-dropped somebody in Danganronpa If. Maybe that's who it would be? I don't know. The guy who I thought was supposed to be Nekomara, but wasn't.
But because of those rioting little brats and their machines, the plan for saving the captives was scrapped. And even Master, the protagonist, was captured.
He's not good enough to be the protagonist.
Makoto, you've already heard the ones causing the riots here are Monokumas, right?
Indeed, because these kids seem to be spun from the same Junko cloth, but... It's still not making full sense.
So, did you figure out what the deal is with these Monokumas yet?
Yeah, did ya?
No, we still haven't figured that out.
So Alter Ego is slacking, is that what we're saying? Your father would be proud if he was still alive.
Huh? Jeez, Future Foundation's useless.
Really? You're saying that, of all people?
The Monokuma riot starting at the exact same time as the rescue operation. Strange.
Not really, if you think that Nagito is having some fun. I could definitely see that. He sends the tip, and then has the riot hat, and then helps the kids out at the same time. Definitely. He'd totally do that. How does Shirokuma play into this? Is that Nagito's doing as well? Just fucking with everything? But what's his ultimate endgame, though? Didn't he say something like trying to bring Junko back to life? That ends up leading in Danganronpa 2, though. But no, that was Izuru's plan. He's the one who actually did that. I don't even know if Nagito knew about that.
Like I said, it's no coincidence. It's conspiracy. Someone's setting up Future Foundation.
Yeah, it's obviously Nagito. I just don't know what his end goal is.
Then that would mean the tip was a trap, using the captives as bait to lure us there.
It might have been a trap, but he wasn't lying. The captives were there.
The captives aren't just bait. They're targets for the massacre game the brats are playing.
Massacre game?
I guess that's one way to put it. Alright, that's the TM now. TM for this game. The other one was, what was it? The game, what was it? The communal life game of the killing school life? I don't remember exactly what it was called. And this is the master game, whatever.
They make hunting and killing the captives part of their little game to taunt us.
Wait, does that mean the captives are the ones wearing wristbands like mine?
Well, so far all the hit list people have seemed to be that, so they're all coming from the same apartment? So wait, this game started... It seemed like they had done this already before Komaru got involved. Are you saying this game has been going on for a while? Wait, are you saying this game hasn't been going on for a while? Scratch that, yeah, hasn't. Well, I guess no, Komaru was knocked out for several days, so it still could have been a while, but that's a lot of kills in that short time, if that's really what happened. So, did they start going down this evil hope route just as... But then what set them off? Did Nagito set them off? Did Nagito give them some tidbit about Junko? Did Izuru play into it somehow? Izuru wouldn't have known Nagito at this point. They're not like working together or anything, because in the Danganronpa 2 Chapter 0, they make it pretty clear they don't know each other. Unless Nagito is working for someone who's working for Izuru. Then
Yuta and Hiroko and that man with the computer, they're all captives?
They were. When you say there, it's implied that you're saying they are. And it's not are anymore, it's were. Even though it could arguably work for both are and were, but it's because it can work for both that everyone always assumes you mean the present tense because it avoids confusion. So you're supposed to say they were, not there.
Yes, there are people close to us. People who were imprisoned in Toa, just like you.
Ooh, what you say? So hey, Makoto, is Asahina there with you? Because we got some bad news. Also, is Alter Ego there with you? Because we also got some bad news. Does Alter Ego know about him? Probably. Trio probably told Alter Ego about his father.
Komaru, what you just said, is it true? You're involved in this massacre game too?
Yeah, but she's cheating. Nagito let her cheat. Of course, Nagito seems to be controlling everything. Although, Monica seems to have some kind of crazy plan as well. Interesting. They'll probably end up clashing at some point. Nagito versus Monica, go! Yeah. And then Izuru's gonna show up as well, so,
Yeah. They put a wristband on me, and now I'm being chased by these weird kids.
Maybe Monica is working for Izuru. Maybe? Which means no way Izuru and Nagito are clashing, which means Hajime and Nagito are clashing? Because that'd be fitting.
That's...
But if that was the case, if Monica is working for Izuru, and she's the more villainous of the two, and Nagito has his own plan that's obviously not great, but against Izuru, then he'd be the lesser of two evils, which would make Nagito sort of the good guy, and Hajime the bad guy, which would be a funny reverse of their normal rivalry. It's probably more of just evil versus evil, but eh.
And one of the brats who started this sick game said something interesting earlier.
Yeah, about Junko. More fucking Junko! She's not alive yet, so I'm not quitting Danganronpa forever. If any of you guys remember that promise I made, but...
Something about Big Sis Junko.
Yep.
Junko? You mean Junko Enoshima?
Yeah.
Junko Enoshima?
I hope, not the anime. The anime will probably name drop her, but I hope Danganronpa 3, the game, can go the whole thing without mentioning Junko. I really hope so. I really hope so.
She's the mastermind behind the school... No, she's the mastermind behind the tragedy itself.
Still, yes, the ultimate bullshit tragedy incident.
And she has huge boobs.
Oh yeah, huge boobs. And her main voice is the same as Toko's. So it's kind of weird. It doesn't even sound very different. It sounds pretty much the same. They got away with it though because Toko doesn't talk much in the beginning of the game.
Big boobs too?
Oh my god, your boobs are pretty big, you know, Komaru. They're bigger than Toko's.
Junko Enoshima is known as the true ultimate despair.
Yep. Let's just skip through this, please.
She was our former classmate.
That's a stretch.
But didn't you you say earlier that you already defeated the mastermind?
Yes, and they will again. Ugh.
Yes, Junko Enoshima is dead. But it seems her memory is still alive and well.
No. Oh, even more alive and well than you know, Makoto. Unless you do know.
Even in death, Junko Enoshima continues to influence the remnants of despair.
Yup.
She's become a martyr to them. Now she's even more trouble than when she was alive.
That does make sense. When she was alive, she was just so fucked up. She didn't care enough to be scornful. But everybody fucking loved her, somehow. So, she, after she died, everyone who loved her went crazy and were like, well, we don't have to follow her orders anymore, so let's just fuck shit up. So, yeah, things get worse. It's understandable.
It's like they worship her. Like some big-chested despair goddess or something.
It's the boobs. That's what, at least that's what gets all the guys.
We did defeat her at Hope's Peak Academy, but, well, lately, I've been thinking.
Thinking what? Please don't bring up the... I don't know. I think it'll bug me a bit if they bring up... No, yeah, it'll definitely bug me if they bring up that they know that about Junko's memory living on his alter ego, because that's supposed to be something they weren't aware about, and because that was a huge twist to them, I'm pretty sure, because that really fucked up their rehabilitation thing.
She must have foreseen this possibility from the very beginning.
I don't think she would have cared. I don't know. She seems like the kind of person to me that would stop giving shits once she's dead. I don't think she would have cared.
Listening to you guys is... I just can't believe it's all real.
Well, start believing. In ghost stories, Miss Kamaru, you're in one.
Yes. Her big boobs are indeed real.
I think that's my favorite line you've ever said, Toko. It might even beat out the speech you made after Yuta died.
No, not that part.
But I get why you think this is all just fiction. Crazy kids are killing adults, you know?
Which is separate than the Despair incident. This is something that feels separate. They're not calling themselves Despair, they're calling themselves the Warriors of Hope. Wait, is that because of Nagito? Because Nagito is Hope? I don't know.
Yeah. Things are just so messed up here. Makoto, hurry up and get over here.
Because when I started this game, I thought it was going to be, you know, Kamaru fighting against the remnants of despair. I thought that's what this was going to be. Not these Warriors of Hope thing that seems to be separate, but now it's not that separate, so I don't know.
Because of the wristband, I can't get out of the city. If I leave without permission, it blows.
Up. It blows up, to be clear.
But Future Foundation can remove the wristband, right? So please come save me.
Well, maybe they can remove it, but they're going to have to study it first. Alter Ego is going to have to study it. I mean, his father, might not have been good enough to crack the wristband, but the son / daughter / computer AI program will. Mr. Hero lives on. And so does his father. Chihiro, you already suffered so much.
Kamaru.
Ellipses.
You can't.
You can't?
Huh? I can't... Can't what?
Why do you think they're holding Master hostage? They don't want Future Foundation to interfere.
Okay, I know kids are stupid, but if that's true, they would have sent a message of some kind to Future Foundation telling them to not interfere. And honestly, I don't give two shits about Byakuya. Hurry up, Makoto, come save me.
Like taking hostages during a bank robbery. Master Byakuya is being used as a deterrent.
Okay, in case you're not up to speed on Hostage 101, which I can understand if the kids aren't, they're stupid, but, one hostage never works. At least, not as much. You want multiple hostages, because if you have just one, you can threaten, don't come any closer or I'll kill him. Okay, but then when you kill him, there'll be nothing holding me back. If you have multiple, you can say, don't come any closer or I'll kill one. And then I still have more to kill. So, I feel like if it's just one hostage, it never really works. I mean, it does sometimes, but that's usually when the person that they're threatening is a goody two-shoes.
Meaning, if Future Foundation came to this city, Master would be...
Be dead? they can't use that as a threat if Master's the only thing holding them back. So they would need multiple. Maybe they have some other generic Future Foundation. They're going to kill one of them and be like, we'll actually get to Byakuya last, but there's a few. We're going to kill one every hour or something. That'd actually be a way to threaten them, but meh.
Then Future Foundation won't come save us? Then what am I supposed to do?
Stop being selfish and acting like this is only your problem when there are others that need saving as well.
Didn't I already tell you? There's no other way. You have to fight against those kids.
I mean, you can do it. You have the gun and she has her genocider, but I don't know. I feel like if the kids haven't made any demands, I'd say fuck that. Have the Future Foundation just come in. If they kill Byakuya, and that means they're being stupid, because then they have no other hostages, especially if they haven't made a message about that. Like, if they haven't sent a message to Future Foundation saying, if you come, we'll kill Byakuya. But again, only one hostage. Like, the life of one person versus the life of all these hostages. To you, it probably matters, because you're a Byakuya fangirl. But I feel like Future Foundation as a whole, knowing them to be kind of douchebags, wouldn't care much about just Byakuya's singular life, because ultimately in the grand scheme of things, he's not a big deal. Now we know he lives through this game, because he shows up in Danganronpa 2, so he's kind of got plot armor bullshit right now, so they can't really kill him, but, I don't know, that's just hostage 101. You need more than one hostage, otherwise you're not, it doesn't work.
Get rid of them, and you can save yourself and Master.
I don't care about Master, though. You're gonna have to convince me to care about him. I don't. I was hoping he'd show up more in this game and not just through Toko's fantasies so I could maybe start liking him a little bit, maybe. But no, he's not shown up. He's only shown up the one time, and he's still just being a douche like usual. So what do I care if he dies? I really don't. I legitimately would not care if he showed up dead. I know it's not gonna happen, but I wouldn't care.
That's impossible! No, it isn't. You have Master's gun, and I'm with you too.
Yeah, you did make short work of the Jotaro boss. It was almost too easy, considering not using you against future bosses. Then again, I don't think I could have used her against Masaru because the weakness was up high. It's only because Jotaro's fell to the ground, so,
But I can't take this anymore. I just can't do it anymore.
We don't need this. You've been a crybaby like multiple times already, and Toko's shaking you out of it. We don't need one more of these. This was repetitive back when you did the beginning of the chapter, and it's definitely repetitive now. I mean, you just met your brother. I thought you'd be more hopeful. And not only that, but you've beaten 2 of them now. And you were acting super vindictive. I think if anything, you'd be like, fine, I'm ready to kill those twerps. Unless maybe you're just going to slowly evolve into that, but I felt like you were going in this direction, and this is a 180. I feel like you'd be more building up the vindictiveness than going back to the crybaby routine. It feels too repetitive, especially when it felt like you were actually going somewhere else.
I'm not from Future Foundation or Hope's Peak. I'm just a normal girl who can't do anything.
But you have that fucking gun, and nobody else does. How about this? You go maybe try to team up with the Toa guy. You know, if you can prove to him that you got this signal thing to work, which you did, then maybe he'll, you know, try to cooperate with you. Maybe he can come up with a plan as long as you have the gun.
Kamaru.
Makoto, please, I'm begging you. Come save me. Hurry, please.
And now you're being super selfish. Like, you're saying, fuck Byakuya, I don't care if the hostage dies? I mean, I personally don't care if Byakuya dies. Kamaru should care, because even though Byakuya was a bit of a dick, he wasn't as much of a dick as he was in the first Danganronpa. I have a very clear impression of him being a huge dick face, but Kamaru only has a small impression of him being a bit of a dick. So, the fact that you're so willing to let him die seems a bit wrong to me. So, it's funny to say, but how dare you be so okay with him dying? I can be okay with him dying. That's because I know him better than you do.
I told you, you can't. If they come here to rescue you, Master will be executed.
Yeah, and I don't care about that, but Kamaru should care.
Makoto, you better not come. If you even try it.
Go fuck yourself, Toko. I'd be fine if Makoto came. Fight me.
I will kill your sister.
Hold on a second, I'm gonna take a drink. Well, fuck you too, Toko! This is an empty threat. I don't know, it feels like she's the first real friend you've made in a while, Toko. And you're doing this because you're so desperately trying to cling on to Byakuya's dick. Even though he doesn't like you, he doesn't care about you. And you're just building on this stupid relationship, and it's making it worse. Why can't you develop in a way that has nothing to do with that relationship? Which, I mean, you have. You've gotten stronger, clearly. But every time you go back to your relationship with Byakuya, it makes you worse. Unless you developed it into a real relationship, but you can't really do that as long as they're not interacting. And they won't be interacting as long as Byakuya is held hostage.
Toko, calm down!
And now the signal's gonna cut out.
Makoto!
And now we're left with this, with Toko threatening to kill her. Yeah, that's not fun. Now is when I'd be okay with you becoming a frightening crybaby, because Toko is now very uncomfortable to be around since she just threatened to kill you. Yeah, you're not coming through. And you're shutting down in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Makoto! Hey! What happened?
Don't worry, he didn't die. The signal just got cut out. Probably because the kids realized what happened and cut us off. Or Nagito did it just to fuck with us some more.
Makoto!
Relax, he's not dead.
What is this? Why all of a sudden it...
So, Toko just made a huge offer. Terminology, I got that from my my improv teacher. She just made a huge offer, mentioning that she's gonna threaten to kill you. You better act on that, or that's gonna feel like definitely a wasted opportunity. Opportunity. Offer.
Out of battery? No, it can't be. That must mean...
You better come back to this later, even if you're ignoring it right now, because that's huge. Toko can't just casually say that and then have Kamaru not react.
They found us?
Because I get that Toko has a hard-on for Byakuya, but having such a hard-on that she's willing to kill who honestly seems like her first real friend in a while, because I feel like they really were getting close. I don't like that.
What?
So yeah, who's doing this? Anyone specific, or just the kids in general?
They're going to trap us. We gotta hurry and get out of here. But I haven't finished talking to my brother.
Yeah, you have. They just decided that for you. Also, the way you said that... for so much of this I've been like, you know, I'm not the hugest fan of the casting choice for Kamaru in this game, but she's not a bad voice actor. The delivery of that line, I think, was kind of bad.
We can't get through anymore. And it doesn't matter anyway, no matter how much you talk.
Yes, the less you talk, the less chance you have saying bad lines. Badly delivered lines.
As long as Master is in their custody, Future Foundation cannot come to this town.
According to you, according to the intern, they need more than one hostage. I don't know, this bugs me for multiple reasons. Because it's Byakuya, who I give no shits about, because there's only one of them, because I know he lives through Danganronpa 2. There's so many reasons that this bugs me.
But if it's Makoto... What? Blackout?
Oh hey, at least this will make Toko uncomfortable, which will make me feel a little better after her stupid insult just now. Well, sorry, threat, insult, different things.
Pitch black? What is going on now?
Why are you so afraid of the darkness? I don't think we've ever learned the reason.
Toko, calm down. Don't panic.
Can we see a panic dance? I don't know, that panicking isn't nearly as good as Bailey's.
I am calm. I've just been taking too many deep breaths. That's it. Just lightheaded.
Just switch to Genocider, please. She's a more likable character. Which is so funny to say. I like the studio killer better.
Yeah, she's panicking. It's fine. We just gotta get out of here. Hurry, or I'll stretch your cheeks out like rubber.
Oh? You mean you're not gonna threaten to kill her? I really want them to come back to that soon. Because that's huge. Almost as huge as Junko's boobs.